Good evening, USFFL. We're good to go again. Our final divisional playoff. Tonight we have the Los Angeles Chargers on the road at the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's going to be Anthony Tangora versus Joe Golden. Let's get it going. All right, let's get on out to the stadium and see what we have going. Hopefully they haven't started or they're not too far into it. Oh, that's right. He posted the game number here. Okay. Yep. Okay, just making sure we got me off the screen already, and we do. Excuse me. Looks like we've got the coaches with a little discussion here. So I think we're good to go. And indeed, there's the opening kickoff. Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. The Jaguars, the only playoff team in our playoff field this year that has yet to take the field. Number 1 seed, they had a bye, and they're playing the final game of the division round here at home. They're hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. Jaguars are coached by Joe Golden, and the Chargers are coached by Anthony Tangora. I would tell you these are two of the better coaches in our league, as evidenced by the fact that both of them played this card set 5 games better than the actual team. Chargers in real life were a 5-win team, and Anthony won 10 games with them to take the AFC West. The Jaguars were carded as a 9-win team, and Joe Golden won 14 games, 14-3. So there's a couple of really good coaches playing a couple of teams above their level to see who goes to the AFC Championship. They'll meet up, the winner of this game, with the Miami Dolphins. Tony Tilleria getting the victory last night against the Ravens to advance to the AFC title game. So looks like, looks like Joe has asked for a couple of minutes. He is adjusting the client manager file. So Joe's got a little strategy he's working on. Let's do a couple things. This is an opportunity that I rarely get because I'm so last minute lately, but let's see about the injuries in this game. Okay, so Chargers are without Scott Matlock. Not a name I recognize, so I'm hoping it's nobody that too critical. That's a backup defensive lineman, all 0. So nothing worried about there. Jacksonville missing Monteric Brown and Tyler Lacey. These are also names I'm not familiar with. Tyler Lacey is a backup defensive lineman, 0-0, and Monteric Brown, a backup defensive back, 0s. So every injury there is a backup with all 0s. So we're going to go ahead and say these teams are essentially at full strength for this game. Both teams have a pass rush that comes from the outside. Jaguars have a couple of star blitzers, Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen, outside linebackers, both a 12, star 9 and star 1. but the Chargers have a 7-rated right guard. So I don't know if that will mean Joe might not be as interested in blitzing 2 linebackers, because that second linebacker would be up on a 7. But that high linebacker against the left guard of Los Angeles can do some work. Same story for the Chargers defensively. Khalil Mack, he was one of the league leaders with 15 sacks on the year. He's an outside linebacker for the Chargers, 12-star 10. And he's up against the worst blocker on the front offensively for the Jaguars. So both teams, not a lot of pressure to be expected other than at the outside linebacker position. NFC Championship game already set. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers, a wild card who has earned a home game for the NFC Championship, as the 6th seed has also made it as a wild card, and that's the Green Bay Packers. So that'll be Green Bay Packers coached by Scott Mueller and the Niners coached by Rich Pierce. Niners are the defending champions of the USFFL. Coach Tangora of the Chargers actually won the Super Bowl here in the USFFL 2 years ago, I believe. Might be 3, but I believe it was just 2 years ago. I was just checking to see if Joe had one, and I don't see one for him, but where's that one for Anthony? Yeah, 2 seasons ago, Anthony beat San Francisco in the Super Bowl. So that means, as I'm looking at it now, if Rich Pierce can win the NFC title game, he'll be going to his 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. Still waiting on the coach to finish up with that file. No rush here. And it looks like we're good to go. Chargers start a blocking back set. Eckler's the tailback. Both teams have a 3-4 defense. Jaguars safety. Andre Cisco up close. He's showing blitz. And the game begins on a run play up the middle. It's a dive for Austin Eckler. Eck goes to his card. He's got it on the wrong column and a 5-yard gain. So a safe first call by Coach Tangora, 2nd and 5. There's a handoff right up the middle again. Eckler to the defensive card. He goes and he's stopped short, just a 3-yard gain. 555s has led to an injury against Jacksonville on the defense. It's Tyson Campbell, the right cornerback. Good news for the Jags. He was a 0 already. And so I have confidence in his backup. 3rd down and 2 now for the Chargers. First possession of the game. Blocking back set. Cisco up close again, showing blitz. And Herbert back to pass for the Chargers. Looks downfield, going to throw short, and he goes for Keenan Allen, who cannot make the play. Nice defense by Darius Williams to break it up. Defender, Xer 15. They're forced to punt on 4th and 2, and a 47-yard punt, return of 13. And Jamal Agnew as the Jaguars beginning their first possession at their own 33. So a quick 3 and out by the Jags defense. Trevor Lawrence now steps up under center. 3 wide receivers. And a first down run from the Jags as well. Up the middle, Travis Etienne, and he's got 5. Travis Etienne getting that on his wrong column. 2nd down. Two tight ends set for the Jags. And another run right up the middle by Etienne. This time he's going nowhere. Defense called run. Worse yet, he rolled the 5 on his card. So 3rd down and 5. After that play, tackled by Kenneth Murray. So both teams had their tailback on a dive up the middle on the first 2 plays from scrimmage. Led to the Chargers getting a 3 and out. We'll see if the Jaguars can convert here. 3 wide receivers on the field. Zay Jones, Calvin Ridley to the left. Christian Kirk to the right. Chargers in a nickel. Back to pass. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Looks short. And he's got his man Zay Jones. First down pass. Jaguars move the sticks, and they're up near midfield at their 49-yard line. They'll keep 3 wide receivers in the field. Evan Ingram, the tight end. He had more than 100 catches on the year for Coach Golden. Flat pass, right side, Christian Kirk. And he's got it. It's a 5-yard gain. Brought down by Asante Samuel. Second and 5 now on the LA side of the field at the 46-yard line. Still a 3 wide receiver formation. Defense looks run, but it's a look-in pass. Christian Kirk, and no good, incomplete. Bad roll for the Jaguars. Got the interception split roll on the defensive card. That's low odds for the Chargers, but it's incomplete nonetheless, and it's a 3rd down and 5. Second, 3rd and 5 on this drive for the Jaguars. They converted last time. We'll see what they do here. 3 wide receivers again. Trevor Lawrence out of the shotgun. He's back to pass. Scans the field, looking short. And he's brought down. Sack on the play. Khalil Mack. Just as we said in the pregame. Dangerous on the outside, particularly against this particular team blocking. And it's a punt. Angling out of bounds at the 15-yard line, and the Chargers will begin right there. Just over 10 minutes left first quarter. Early action and defenses so far on the money. Back to pass on first down. Justin Herbert was looking short but forced to dump it off. He's in the flat now to Stone Smart. A yak opportunity for Smart, and he's going to be brought down. Actually, an incomplete pass over the middle, 2nd and 10. Herbert back to pass. Looking deep. And let's see if he avoids the blitz. The pressure forces him to dump it off. We're in the flat again. Right back to Stone Smart. One more time. He's got the catch. And he's up ahead for a 7-yard gain. And that'll make it 3rd down and 3 at their own 22. Blocking back set. Eckler, your tailback. The safety up close shows blitz for the Jaguars. Herbert back to pass. Looks short and no good, incomplete. On the defensive card, hit the only empty spot. Both of these teams rank poor on pass defense. 4th down and 3. And once again, a 3 and out. Chargers punt. 45-yard boot fielded at the 33, and Agnew sprints ahead for about 7. And the Jags will begin 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. They'll begin again with 3 wide receivers on the field. That puts the defense in a nickel. Here's a quick slant over the middle of the tight end, Ingram. Yak opportunity for him, and he's got the catch, and he's up near a 1st down, but there's a penalty, and it's against the defense. Personal foul against the Chargers. It was a 9-yard completion to the tight end. Tack on 15. And just like that, Jags are 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 36-yard line. First down run off tackle, Etienne, and he's going to get just a couple. Loey Gilman on the tackle there. Etienne not making the most of his wrong call. 2nd down and 8. Safety creeping up close for the Chargers now. That's a Loey Gilman. Defense looks past, but it's a draw. Off-tackle draw to Travis Etienne. He takes it to the defensive card, makes a move, and he's through into the secondary. Nice gain. Pick up a 13. Derwin James brings him down. Got the short gain on the defensive card. Chargers are average to good against the runs, but Etienne hit the number he wants. So now from the 21-yard line. Three wide receivers. Here's a quick flat pass, right side. This one's going to Christian Kirk, and it's a yak opportunity for him. Kirk, not so great, gets decent die, and he's up ahead for a 7-yard pickup. Deepest penetration of the game for either team. Jags now into the red zone. 2nd and 3 at the 14. They'll keep 3 wide receivers. Gilman up close, shows blitz. A quick flat pass, left side. This one's going to Zay Jones. Another yak opportunity. Jones is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Jones also not very good with the yak. Actually an E-rated yak player. And bad dice as well. So 3rd down and 5 now at the 16-yard line. Lawrence settles in under the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. It's Calvin Ridley in the slot. Kirk and Jones on the outside. Back to pass. Lawrence scans the field. Short to his tight end, but he's going to be forced to run with it instead. Left side. And he is going to be brought down short. And that was that containment? What happened there? The must-run reads plus 22, but he came up short. It's 4th and 2 after a 3-yard run. And I am so sorry. I have not yet figured out why that was limited. I assume it's containment. I'm just not seeing it. Usually it references that. 4th and 2 at the 13, and the Jags are going to go for it. So that's the big piece right here. 3 wide receivers split out again. Lawrence back to pass on 4th and 2, looking short. He's going to throw it to Ridley, but he's going to be forced to scramble. He runs around the left side. He's going to get room, and this time, all the way, touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence on 4th and 2 scrambles around the left side, a must run for what the reading was a plus 22. It's a 13-yard touchdown run by the Jags quarterback. And at the 5:42 mark of the first quarter, Jaguars 7, Chargers nothing. Injury on the play to Calvin Ridley, by the way. And as well, we appear to be locked up. So I'll be keeping my eye on that. I'm going to start on the assumption that it was my own lockup. Let's take a look here. All right, no new number yet. So let's try to get back in. Wait a second. Doggone it. That's not what I want. It's this one right here. All right. Appears that it was on my end that time. All right. We're back in. 3rd down and 5 now for the Chargers at their own 33. And Coach Tangora is splitting out 3 wides. Justin Herbert's in the shotgun. Nickel blitz shown here from the Jags. Back to pass. Herbert looks deep. Defensive card is where he goes. Receiver result. And that is going to be caught by Josh Palmer. Inside the 30. Inside the 20. He's gone, folks. Touchdown, Chargers. 67 yards on the touchdown pass. Palmer got it on his receiver result. Extra point was good, and we are tied at 7 apiece. And it appears I may be locked up again. Bear with me, folks. All righty. We are back. Jaguars have a 1st and 10 at their own 39. Feels like a lot's happened. We're already down to 3 minutes in the first quarter. 7-7. Jags will begin here with a 3 wide receiver formation. We've seen a lot of that from them tonight, more than I've seen from most teams. If memory serves, I believe the Bills showed a lot of 3 wide receiver formation. And there's an inside run to Travis Etienne. He's going to get 5, and it's 2nd and 5. That one moved to the right column instead of the wrong column on Etienne's card because of the extra receiver on the field. Only cost him a yard. 3 wide receiver formation again. Back to pass. Trevor Lawrence looks short. Zay Jones, receiver opportunity, cannot bring it in. And it's 3rd down and 5. Chargers have just 1 first down in the game. They've been pretty well shut down defensively, except for that big long pass play to Palmer that tied it up. Third and 5, Jaguars. Etienne in the backfield with Lawrence. He's out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Lawrence looks short, forced to scramble with it instead. Around the right side, he's got a first down. And he's inside to the 45-yard line in Chargers territory. Another big run from Lawrence with his legs. He's got 27 on the ground. New set of downs. First down run off tackle. Left side, Travis Etienne. He's got his wrong column and a nice pickup. Gain of 7. Brought down by Kenneth Murray. Once again with 3 wide receivers on the field. Here's a quick slant over the middle. Tight end, Evan Ingram. He's got it. And that'll move the chains again. 5 yards on that one. Jaguars now at the Los Angeles 33-yard line. Field goal from right here is 2 to 6, 11 and 12. 1 yard away from a 2 through 9 and 12. So pretty good. There's a run right up the middle. Travis Etienne, and he's right through and into the secondary. Pick up a 15 into the red zone at the 18-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. Here in Jacksonville, we're all tied up 7-7. Jags and Chargers. First down, flat pass, left side. This one's going to Christian Kirk. Receiver opportunity for him, and Kirk's got the catch. And a good yardage up ahead. Pick up a 9. It's loose, though, on the ground. He put it on the ground. There's a scrum for the football. And it looks like the defense has recovered. Chargers have it. They'll take over at their own 9-yard line. Christian Kirk coughs it up in the red zone. So the Chargers now, first down run, but a neutral zone infraction and a 5-yard penalty. Defense came across. Chargers now 1st and 5 at their 14. So scoring opportunity averted on the turnover. Chargers were +5 on the season in turnover ratio. And despite the number 1 seed, Jags were -3. There's a flat pass going to tailback Austin Eckler and a receiver opportunity. Let's see what he got. That's a good gain. Austin Eckler got 14 and a first down on that one. The Chargers out the shadow of their goal line now, out to the 28. Eckler, dangerous as always out of the backfield. Here's a pitch out to him. Right side, trying to go to the edge, but he's brought down quickly. Trayvon Walker got him. Nothing doing. 2nd and 10. Eckler found a bad number on his card on the wrong column. He's still in here in a blocking back set. Defense looking pass. It's a draw. Eckler, left side, and he's going to get 4 yards. And that'll leave some work to do. It's 3rd and 6. Outside of that one big pass play, the Chargers have really had trouble so far moving the ball. They've now got a 3 wide receiver formation here. Herbert in the shotgun. He's got Eckler beside him. Jag safety, Cisco up close. He's showing blitz. And Herbert's back to pass. Looking short. And he's got his man. That's a first down catch. Keenan Allen. His first of the game. Chargers with a first down out at the 44-yard line now. Base run set with Eckler. Safety showing blitz. Drops back. He's going to double team Mike Williams, but the throw is short. Actually forced to scramble now. Justin Herbert around the right side, and he's going. Lots of room inside the 30 and finally tackled at the 21-yard line. Justin Herbert took off around the right side, found nothing but open space. It's a 35-yard must run for the Chargers QB. So the Chargers, with their deepest penetration, other than the touchdown bomb, back to pass, short and incomplete. Herbert was going for Stone Smart. Defender Rayshon Jenkins good enough to match that 4 on the white dime. So 2nd and 10. Eckler at tailback. We haven't seen Kelly yet, but we will. Blocking back set. Jag safety twitching up close again. Back to pass. Here's a screen right side to Eckler. He's got the catch inside the 10 and tackled at the 8. Another first down. 6 on the white die. Took us to the 0-man column. And Eckler, a 13-yard reception. It's 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Full house formation for the Chargers. There's Josh Kelly in this formation. Jags are good to excellent against the run defensively. Herbert is indeed back to pass on 1st down. Defense guesses pass. It's short. Stone Smart with the catch. It's a touchdown for the Chargers. That safety was twitching again, and we got the crosshairs on the receiver result for the automatic long gain. It's a touchdown pass. Justin Herbert to tight end Stone Smart. 8 yards for the score. Chargers are out in front now, 14-7. And it appears I didn't see the kick return, but the Jaguars are out to the 40. So congratulations on whatever that was. That might have been a penalty. Who knows? First down, back to pass, looking short. This one's to the tight end. Ingram's got it across midfield with a Jags first down. Brought down at the 49 by safety Gilman, his 3rd tackle. Flat pass. This is right back to Ingram, and he's got it 5 yards on that one. Derwin James on the tackle. That touchdown drive for the Chargers, 9 plays, 91 yards, 5 first downs, ending with that 8-yard touchdown pass to Smart. 2nd and 5, 3 wide receivers. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Defense is looking run, but it's flat. Left side, this is going to Zay Jones. Receiver opportunity for him. Good catch. Good run inside the 30 and brought down at the 28. Michael Davis on the tackle. Pick up a 16. Jags looking to tie this one up. Flat pass again. This one's to Jamal Agnew. On wrong. Nice catch. Pickup of 8. And a penalty. It's personal foul against the Chargers. So the defense making it easy. Now 1st and goal at the 10. Chargers gave that one up. Jags, 3rd trip to the red zone. Jags now do a blocking back set. It's been a while since we've seen them without 3 wide receivers on the field. Bolts safety. Gilman up close. He's showing blitz. Trevor Lawrence, very efficient tonight. 13 of 15 for 98 yards. The decision's in. The key is on the running back, but it's a flat pass. Evan Ingram, an opportunity, receiver result. He's got the catch. He's going toward the goal line, but he's brought down. He is brought down at the 1 by Asante Samuel. Gain of 9, and it's 2nd and goal at the 1, and the Jags are bringing out the big uglies. Full house set. Tank Bigsby joins Etienne in that backfield, and here's a run to Bigsby. Right at the middle. Keyed by the defense. Good key there by Coach Tangora. Defense is looking to get that on the running back card. Waiting for the dice. To the defensive card we go, and Bigsby is into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brandon McManus on the extra point. It's good. And we are all tied up, 14-14 now at the 9-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. That drive for Jacksonville, 6 plays, 60 yards, 4 first downs, and a touchdown dive from Tank Bigsby. Chargers now from their 25. Herbert back to pass, looks short, going for his tight end. No good, incomplete. Donald Parham was the intended target. That was Herbert's interception split roll. Disaster averted, though. 2nd and 10. Herbert less efficient, 6 of 12, 121. He's got more yardage, including that deep touchdown pass. Back to pass here. Looking short. Got smart as tight end again. 1st down yardage. Across the 35 and brought down at the 37 by Darius Williams. Fifth tackle for Williams. 1st down. Back to pass again. Herbert looking short. Right back to Smart and another catch. And it looks like he did get just enough for another 1st down. Chargers now out near midfield. At the 47-yard line. Jag safety, Cisco up close showing blitz. Coach Tangora considers it some more, and then we've got a pass. Back to throw. Brought down on a sack. Josh Allen gets through, and now both outside linebackers have gotten a sack, 1 for each team. Loss of 7 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 17. Chargers back at their 40. We talked in the pregame, those outside linebackers are going to be a problem today. And they both have a sack now here in the first half. On 2nd and 17, Jags will stay back in the nickel. Herbert's back to pass. He is looking deep. Looking at Keenan Allen. Nobody in the zone, and he's got the catch. Keenan Allen with a catch. He's down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown for the Chargers. 60 yards. The Chargers take advantage of the zero-man column. Jags actually double-teamed multiple receivers, but Keenan Allen is the one least likely associated with a long pass. It's typically not his game, but he took advantage of it there. They left the zone open for him, and Allen beats his man for a 60-yard touchdown. And Justin Herbert now has 2 touchdown passes over 60 yards here in the first half. Chargers are back in front. I believe it's 21-14, but doggone it, if special teams seem to be locking my system up. So let's, I hate to shut it down too early, but I think it's time. Am I going to have to use Task Manager maybe? There we go. All right. Let's see. So unfortunately, it could be that I'm the one having the tech issues tonight is what it looks like. I did reboot before we started. I always make that call. All right. There we go. All right. What did we miss? So it appears the extra point maybe was not good because it's 20-14. So Chargers are up by 6. Jags have a first down, and it's a nice flat pass, 11-yard gain. Zay Jones with the catch, his 5th. And Jacksonville is right now 1st and 10 at the Chargers 36. We have 5:24 to go before halftime. Flat pass again, right side. This one's going to Christian Kirk, one man home, but he makes the stop. That linebacker that was home was Eric Kendricks, and he was just good enough to beat the wide die. Breaks that pass up at 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers on the field. And it looks like that extra point was blocked. The Jags blocked the extra point, and that's why they trail by 6. 2nd and 10. Pitch out. Left side. Here's Travis Etienne going to his card, and he's doing nothing. Tuli Tuipulotu on the tackle as Etienne, for the second time tonight, end run wrong, rolls a 4, and he's got a 0 sitting there waiting. Etienne having a good night overall, though. 8 runs, 47 yards, 5.9. It's 3rd and 10 now for the Jags. They're at the Chargers 36. From right here, McManus is a 2 through 6, 11 and 12 with 3 yards to spare of variable. Lawrence out of the shotgun. Nickel defense here from the Chargers. Back to pass. Looking short, going to a man who's doubled and incomplete. Zay Jones was being doubled, and that put it in the 4-man column. It was incomplete on 3, nonetheless, but it's 4th and 10. And here comes a field goal from 53 yards for Brandon McManus. It's up, and it is good. 2 through 6, 11 and 12 were the odds, and he rolled the 5. And so that cuts it to a 3-point game now, 20-17. Chargers still in front. $3:54 remaining before halftime. And it seems like every time somebody scores, I lock up. Oh, for heaven's sake. This is disappointing. Let me see here. All right, so Chargers have the ball. They have a 1st and 5 at their own 31. Here's a look-in pass. Keenan Allen, and he's got it. Good yardage up ahead. Pick up a 9. Yeah, I think it's catching up or something because now it's 1st and 10 at their 40. I apologize, folks. The computer is apparently glitchy tonight. 3 minutes left before halftime. Chargers up by 3. They're 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a run. Up the middle, it's Josh Kelly. And Kelly on his card is a good pickup of 7. 2nd and 3. Chargers at their own 47. Both teams still all 3 timeouts. And despite a run set and it being 2nd and 3, Jags are in a nickel. Back to pass, looking deep, and no, incomplete. Credit the defense. Coach Golden was double teaming Mike Williams, and at the right time went to the double team column of Herbert. So 3rd down and 3 for the Chargers. Well, Justin Herbert's had quite a first half so far. 10 of 17, 212 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. Eckler, the blocking back set, as the tailback. Jags stay in a nickel here on 3rd and 3. And I got to think Anthony's tempted to run right into that. This should be the final play before the 2-minute warning. I was about to check, make sure that we weren't locked up again, but we're not. So here's the big 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. And indeed, they are running up the middle. A dive for Austin Eckler. He's going to want that on his card probably, and he gets it there. And a nice pickup. It's a 1st down, but he fumbles it up. It's on the ground. Who gets the fumble? And it appears that the Jaguars have it. And they do. It is a turnover at midfield. Jags are going to get it at their own 47. So a big turnover just before halftime at the 2-minute warning. Jags trailing at home 20-17 to the Chargers, but they now have the ball and maybe the last possession of the first half. Here's a quick slant over the middle, incomplete, and dangerous pass there by the quarterback Lawrence. Good call from Coach Tangora as he doubled correctly on the tight end Ingram. 2 men in zone, 2nd and 10. Jags 3 wide receivers on the field. Lawrence in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking short. Double teamed again. And this one's caught, though. Jamel Agnew brings that one in and gets out of bounds with a gain of 12. Another perfect double team from the Chargers safety. Eloy Gilman was all over him. Went to the double team column again for Trevor Lawrence. And this time he completed it nonetheless. 1st and 10 Jags at the Chargers 41-yard line. Getting out of bounds, stop the clock. Here's a screen. Right side to Travis Etienne. Linebacker stayed home. Etienne's got it, and he's out of bounds. Short gain. Pick up a 4. And the Jags are to the 37-yard line now. Right back into that same 2 through 6, 11 and 12 range they hit from not too long ago. Lawrence in the shotgun again. 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. Look into Christian Kirk. Defense had it wrong, and that's caught and a 1st down. Defense was looking run. Got that one, though, on the defensive card, 0-man column. It's 1st and 10 now at the Chargers 30. Both teams content to let that clock run. It's now down to 1:15 to go before halftime. Out of the shotgun again here, Lawrence. Quick flat pass, left side, and no good, incomplete. Trying to get Christian Kirk, but couldn't get it on that defensive card of the Chargers, so 2nd and 10. And yet another screen. This left side to the tailback, and Etienne, just a short pickup. Gain of 3, fails to get out of bounds. Clock now running inside of a minute. We have a hurry-up offense, but we're down to 45 seconds left. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. It's a 3rd and 7 for the Jags at the 27-yard line. 3 wide receivers again. Chargers in a nickel. Lawrence back to pass, and he's brought down. Sack on the play. Joey Bosa beats the right tackle. It's a loss of 8, and the Chargers will take a timeout and stop that clock at 37 seconds. Jags are going to go for a field goal 52 yards away. It is up and no good. Shanks it to the left. Big sack from Joey Bosa. Put him into a deeper range of field goal. And McManus missed it. So the Chargers now still retain their lead, up by 3. They're at their own 42-yard line. 30 seconds to go in the first half. They still have 2 timeouts. Blocking back set. Josh Kelly in at tailback. Eckler out. Kelly not the weapon out of the backfield catching the ball that Eckler is. So he's probably there for end run or pass blocking. Here's a draw to Josh Kelly. Crossing me up for sure. Goes to his card, and Josh Kelly gets a great roll. Short gain on his card. He's across midfield and tackled at the 43 of Jacksonville. Rayshon Jenkins brings him down with his 2nd tackle. LA takes another timeout. Chargers now at the Jacksonville 43. Their fringe range begins at the 38, but that's at a 2 through 8 and 12. Cameron Dicker is indeed the kicker. So 1st and 10, 22 seconds left. Herbert back to pass, throwing deep, 2-minute zone, and incomplete to Mike Williams. That one went to the defensive card. Coach Golden kept a couple men back. Now 15 seconds left. Still a timeout, so the whole playbook's available for Coach Tangora. Kelly's out. Eckler's back in at tailback. And in the base run set, blocking back formation. Jags stay back in a nickel. And that'll allow them to take that from that nickel to put that safety back deep and keep Tooman there if he chooses. Receivers are being double teamed, but it's a pitch out. Eckler going around the side. He's got good yardage. He's got the corner, and he's gone, folks. That is a touchdown run. 43-yard touchdown run. Austin Eckler. And guess what? That came on the end run zero linebacker column for the defense. The reading was plus 43, and he got it from the 43. Touchdown run at the end of the half there. Wow. Chargers are up 27-17 on 3 long lightning touchdowns. They followed that up with an onside kick to end the first half. Wow, what a finish. So the halftime score, Chargers, blitzkrieg right there at the end to take a 27-17 lead. Chargers with 328 yards of offense in the first half, 231 from the Jaguars. Second half, Jags with the opening possession. They began with a 4-yard flat pass to Christian Kirk. 6th catch for Kirk. Jags 2nd and 6 at their own 29. Lawrence back to pass again, out of the shotgun, but forced to run. Around the left side he goes, not much doing. Brought down by Austin Johnston, pick up of just a couple. And it'll be 3rd and 4. Same 3 wide receiver formation we've seen all night. Jags are 2 of 6 on 3rd downs in this game so far. Chargers in a nickel. And here's a quick look in over the middle. Linebacker stayed home. This one's going to Christian Kirk. Defensive card, receiver opportunity. Kirk's got the catch, and he's a little short of the first down. You got 3, needed 4, and it's 4th and 1, and the Jags will choose to punt from their own 34. 46-yard boot, fielded at the 20 by Darius Davis, and it's a fair catch right there. Davis rolled snake eyes on that fair catch. The 3 was a touchdown. Woo! Davis has quite a few touchdown returns on the season. I think it was 5. So the Chargers begin at their own 20-yard line on their first drive of the second half, still with a 10-point lead. Here's a first down looking pass over the middle. Austin Eckler, and nothing doing, incomplete. Got the interception, split roll, defensive card, 2nd and 10. Still a blocking back set for the Chargers. Nickel defense, though, from the Jags. And they'll run into it. Off tackle draw, Eckler. And he's got the nice short gain on the defensive card and a good roll from there. 20-yard pickup. Eckler looking good on the ground today. 8 carries, 86 yards. Of course, 43 of that came on what it basically was the final play of the first half for the unbelievable score. So now out to the 40-yard line are the Chargers. Eckler now out. It's Josh Kelly at tailback, and here's a pitch out to him. Right side, defense was looking pass, and it's again a 3. Quick tackle there from the linebacker, Trayvon Walker. Second down and 7. Kelly stays in at tailback. Safety up close, showing blitz. It's a run, dive up the middle for Kelly. And Kelly's got lots of space. Big run, gain of 22 on the play. Snake eyes on his card. Kelly having a day running as well. 4 runs, 47 yards for him. A lot going right for the Chargers on the dice today. 1st and 10 now at the Jacksonville 35. Andre Cisco up close, showing blitz. Trying to make something happen here for a struggling Jags defense. Here's a run right up the middle. Josh Kelly. And Kelly's going to beat the nose tackle and pound ahead for 6 yards. Second down and 4. Cisco up close, showing blitz again. And another handoff. Off tackle left side, and just a short pickup there for Kelly, but a penalty is against the defense. The Jags had come across, and so mark off 5 yards. That's a first down by that penalty. Move the sticks. 1st and 10 now. Chargers at the 24-yard line of Jacksonville. Defense now backed up by their red zone. Already down by 10. Jags are really needing to keep the Chargers out of the end zone. Chargers looking to extend to a 3-score lead if they can get across that goal line. Here's an off tackle, Kelly. And he's got a big run. Josh Kelly ahead, 15 yards and another first down. Josh Kelly got a +5 result on the defensive card, but one of those boxes was there. Gave him another 10. And it's 1st and goal, Chargers at the 9. Here's a pitch out. Kelly around the edge. He's got good yardage, and he's down after a 6-yard gain. And on this drive, Chargers are just pounding the football, taking advantage of the pass calls from the defense. 2nd and goal at the 3. Here's a pitch out. Kelly around the edge. He's got the space, and he scores. Touchdown. It's a 3-score lead for the visitors. The extra point is good from Dicker. And the Chargers are up on the Jags in Jacksonville, 34-17. And the Jags now begin at their 25. Flat pass, Christian Kirk, good yardage. He's up ahead for 9. 6 on the wide die. Gifted that from the 0-man column defensively. 2nd and 1. 8:42 mark of the 3rd quarter. So plenty of time despite the 17-point deficit. Here's a button hook over the middle. Empty zone, and yet nothing doing. 0-man column resulted in receiver. Still looked good for Travis Etienne. Only 1 incompletion, but he found it. 3rd and 1. Another bad dice moment there for the Jags. Quick flat pass, left side. Nothing doing. Tried to hit Etienne. And it's 4th and 1 for the Jags at their 34. This is exactly the down and distance they had when they punted, I think, on their last possession, if I'm not mistaken. Down 17, though, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1, and they're bringing out 3 wide receivers. Zay Jones is in the slot. Etienne, the tailback. Well, that makes a run dangerous because it can default you to the right column on a 1-die. Nickel defense here from the Jags. Back to pass. And looking deep. Trevor Lawrence is not going to get it. Trying to hit Jamel Agnew. Boy, that's an interesting call on 4th and 1 to go for it. And then, boy, if you're going to throw long, maybe want to do that out of a run set. I don't know, but you might have been wanting to make him think you're running there. Bad break for the Jags. They're in trouble now. Chargers are up by 17, and they've got the ball. 1st and 10 at the Jags' 34-yard line. There's a run right up the middle. Austin Eckler, and he pounds through for a short gain. Austin Eckler, 17-yard pickup. Halfway to the goal line, now 1st and 10 at the 17. There is, however, an injury to the play. It is Mike Williams, Chargers wide receiver. Looks like he's going to miss the rest of this game. Eckler now over 100 yards rushing in this game. 9 carries for 103. Into the red zone now for the Chargers. Chargers have outrushed Jacksonville in this game, 215-77. Here's an off tackle, and Josh Kelly is ahead for another 4. And that makes it 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line of Jacksonville. Cisco, the safety up close, showing blitz. Jags looking run, but it's flat pass. Donald Parham, he's got the catch and a lot of space out there. He's going to go. Touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 4th touchdown pass of this game. The Chargers are pouring it on in Jacksonville. Oh, and I just noticed another injury. It's Rayshon Jenkins. That's a big injury for the Chargers if it extends beyond this game. Let's take a look. And looks like he'll be available in overtime should we get there. But the odds of that are unlikely as the Chargers are now up on the Jaguars in Jacksonville with a 40-burger, 41-17. 6:18 to go, 3rd quarter. Big run here. Travis Etienne, he's ahead for 17. Off tackle draw, sprung an extra 10 yards with a box there. on the defensive card. Jags 1st and 10 at their own 42. So it's a 24-point lead right now for the Chargers. Here's another run. Draw again, off tackle. Travis Etienne, he's going to get a little less this time, just a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. Jags keeping on with the 3 wide receiver set. Back to pass. Looking deep to Jamil Agnew, but he's going to be forced to run with it. Around the right side, across the 50, inside the 40, inside the 35. Big run. Trevor Lawrence. Gain of 22. Jaguars down to the 32-yard line now. Trevor Lawrence having a good day on that must-run column. Here's a short pass and another catch, 1st down. Lawrence hitting Zay Jones on that one. But a penalty, I just noticed, wiped that away. Jags are holding. It's 1st and 20 now. The Jags just having trouble getting the breaks. Here's an in run. And brought down right away is Etienne. And another injury to the Chargers. Ezra Cleveland. And the good news for the Chargers is every one of these injuries they're getting with this big lead, these players will be healthy in the next round. 2nd and 20 now for the Jags. Here's a pitch out. Etienne around the edge gets 5 yards. And that makes it 3rd and 15. A field goal, if they chose to do it here after this play, would cut it to a 3-touchdown game. Trailing by 24, it's worth considering. Here's a flat pass on 3rd and 15. Christian Kirk, and it's incomplete. Couldn't beat the linebacker with a 4 on the wide dive. 4th and 15 from the 37. From right here, it's a 2 through 6, 11 and 12. Needs this one. McManus is up, and he's got it. He does indeed. I wanted to make sure. It looks like he got that, slipped it in. So that cuts it to a 3-touchdown lead, 41-20. Chargers still out in front. Still 3rd quarter, 2:42 to go. Chargers now beginning at their own 25. Looking pass, 2-minute zone, defensive column, incomplete. Flirting with a pick there, since that was the only other available result. 2nd and 10. Number 1 seed in the NFC also was eliminated in their first game, losing to the Packers, the Seattle Seahawks. Back to pass, short, no good, incomplete. Trying again for Keenan Allen, and it's 3rd and 10. Not to say this game is over, but the Jags are also the number 1 seed, so it could be that both our number 1 seeds eliminated immediately in the divisional round. 3rd and 10 Chargers. Herbert out of the shotgun now. He's got Eckler beside him. Jag safety up close. He shows blitz. Back to pass. Looking deep. Receivers doubled and no good, incomplete. Good call there. Coach Golden doubled up on Josh Palmer. And it's 4th and 10. J.K. Scott with a punt. And it's going to take a bounce and roll dead at the 23-yard line. 52-yard punt there. And the Jags will begin 1st and 10 from right there. Early in this game, the Chargers offense was really struggling. Boy, when they turned it on, lightning just kept striking. Off tackle here, and just a 3-yard gain there for Travis Etienne. Tackle Cam Robinson could not step up and make that block with his 0 rating. 2nd and 7. And another draw off tackle. And Etienne gets ahead for 5 on the right side this time. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Beat the nose tackle with the white die. 3rd and 2, back to pass, looking over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Lawrence couldn't get it. 4th and 2, Jags at their own 31. Like I can say, 3 possessions in a row. They're quickly on their side of the field, forced to this call. They're going to go for it again. And once again, 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback. Chargers back in a nickel. I would sneak this with the quarterback, maybe. Got a 0-rated nose tackle as well. Defense thinks run. It's a button hook. This is going to Etienne. Lawrence on his card sets him up nicely with yak yardage. And that's going to be nothing extra but a 4-yard gain for a first down. Nice conversion there for the Jags. All on Lawrence as Travis Etienne with a bad roll added nothing to that one. 1st and 10. Flat pass. This one's going to Etienne. And he's got this one out across the 40, across the 50, and finally brought down at the 42-yard line of the Chargers. Again, a 23 on the play. 13:48 to go in this one. Pitch out, and Etienne's got 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. At the 37-yard line of the Chargers. Another flat pass. This one's going to the tight end, incomplete. Lawrence couldn't find it on his right column, and it's 3rd and 5. It's 4-down territory from here for sure. You're down 21. Looking pass over the middle, caught, and a gain of 4. Didn't get the first down, but a penalty against the Chargers, personal foul. Just what the Jags needed. That'll move the Jags into the red zone, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. And if they can punch this one in, there's still 12:54 to go. We might have a ball game still. Shotgun formation. Again, 3 wide receivers. Nickel defense. Back to pass. Looking short. Lawrence is going to be forced to dump it off instead. He's over here to Jamil Agnew. And a receiver result for Agnew, and the best roll he can get together. That's a first down inside the 10 and tackled at the 6. Jalen Hawkins brings him down, but not before a 12-yard gain on Agnew's right column. It's 1st and goal at the 6. 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback again for the Jags. They've probably had that formation potentially 85% of their offensive calls here today. I think it's been almost exclusively. Nickel blitz here from the defense. Here's a run up the middle. Travis Etienne, and he's got 3 yards. Credit the defense with 2 linebackers in zone and keying on Etienne. Did as much as they could. 2nd and goal at the 3. Clock now winding down, less than 12 minutes to go. Back to pass. Lawrence to the end zone and incomplete, trying to hit Luke Farrell. But Khalil Mack made the defensive play back there, defender, extra 15. So 3rd and goal at the 3. Here's a new offense, 2 tight end set. The bookends are Farrell and Ingram. Etienne's the tailback. Blitzing out of the 3-4 with the safety are the Chargers. Defense calls run, back to pass, short and incomplete again as Trevor Lawrence can't find it on his wrong column. It's 4th and goal at the 3, and the Jags have no choice. They got to go for this. All of this is sucking up more time that they didn't want to sacrifice. 4th and goal at the 3, blocking back set now. Travis Etienne in the backfield. The safety Gilman up close, showing blitz again. Chargers pretty good against the run. Average to good is the rating. There have been a lot of 4th down opportunities for the Jags in this game. Defense looks pass. Pitch out. Etienne. He wants it on his card if you're Etienne. Needs 3 yards. Gets it on his card. Etienne around the edge. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4th and goal from the 3. The Jags punch it in. Extra point, Brandon McManus is good. And all of a sudden, it's a 14-point game. 41-27. 10:48 remains. Chargers with the ball now from their own 25. So Jags making a little noise here. Here's a first down run. Austin Eckler right up the middle and big yardage as Eckler goes ahead for 14 yards. He continues to dominate on the ground. 10 carries and a $117. Chargers first down now out at their 39. Blocking back set again. Jags are rated good to excellent against the run, but you look at the scoreboard today, you would never know it. Here's a run up the middle, and that's going to go nowhere. Eckler shut down that time, tackled by Josh Allen. There is an injury to the Jags defense. Folorunsho Fatukasi. And yeah, I pronounced that right. 2nd and 10. Herbert back to pass. Looking short, goes to his tight end Smart, and he's got the catch and a first down. Right at the midfield stripe. Chargers move the sticks to the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. 2-touchdown lead, 9:18 remains. Back to pass, looking short, and another catch. Josh Palmer's got a first down. That's a pickup of 11. Now at the Jacksonville 39-yard line. Jags really can ill afford to give up a field goal here. They need to put the brakes on this drive defensively. Blocking back set. Eckler's out. It's Josh Kelly. Here's a dive for Kelly right up the middle, and nothing doing. Defense called pass and emptied up the middle zones. But blocking back was the result, so just a 1-yard pickup for Kelly. 2nd and 9. At the 38. From right here, that's the exact edge of field goal range at a 2 through 8 and 12. Jags really up against it defensively. Kelly stays in the game at tailback, and here's a run. Kelly right up the middle, defensive card, and again, the blocking back result gets him just 1 yard. 3rd and 8 at the 37. Boy, up by 14. That field goal is everything. I see no reason why he doesn't just run this one again on 3rd and 8. We'll see. Halfway through the 4th quarter, 7.5 minutes remains. Big 3rd down here. Eckler now at tailback, blocking back set. Jags in a nickel. Safety up close showing blitz. Here's a look-in pass. Linebacker stayed home. Defense did call pass. To the defensive car we go. And Allen's got the catch. Beats the linebacker for a first down. Big yardage inside the 30, inside the 20, and brought down at the 18-yard line. Andre Cisco got him. But not before a 19-yard catch and run by Keenan Allen. As he goes over triple digits, 4 catches and 100 yards. Here's a sneak from the quarterback, and Herbert gets just a yard, 2nd and 9. At the 17-yard line, but the eye is now on the clock as well. 6:18 to go is all. Another sneak from the quarterback, Herbert. And he's up ahead, gets a little yardage there. 6 yards on the defensive card. It's 3rd down and 3 at the 11. Coach Tangora playing it safe with a 2-touchdown lead. Not going to take any big chances. Eckler's out now. It's Josh Kelly on 3rd and 3. Blocking back formation. Here's a pitch out. Josh Kelly goes around the edge, beats the linebacker, and he's got a first down. Josh Kelly got a 6 on the white die, and that put him right past Trayvon Walker. And it's 1st and goal, Chargers at the 6. Full house formation. Pitch out again. Josh Kelly, and he's going to get a yard. It's 2nd and goal at the 5. Full house one more time. Safety Cisco up close, showing blitz. And another sneak from the quarterback, just another yard. It's 3rd and goal at the 4. And the Chargers have gotten on this drive everything you can want. Milking that clock. This will be the 13th play of the drive. They've possessed the ball for over 7 minutes after this play. Pitch out. Josh Kelly. Defense did guess run. To the defensive car we go. Kelly beats the end, gets a block from the end, and he's in for a touchdown. Josh Kelly, his 2nd rush touchdown of the game. The Chargers are going to get this game after that one. 48-27. Back up by 3 touchdowns. So Joe Golden started to bring the Jaguars back into this game. Cut it to 14. 5-yard play there for the Jags. Cut it to 14, but the Chargers, when they needed to get that offense to go, the longest drive of the game, 13 plays, 75 yards, 6 first downs, and a Josh Kelly touchdown to seal it. Chargers are going to advance. 2nd and 5, Jags, back to pass, short and no good, incomplete. 45 pass attempts here today for Trevor Lawrence. 236 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. 3rd and 5 screen pass, and nothing doing there to Etienne. And Jacksonville, 4th and 5 at their own 30. And they've had a 4th down and something at their 30-something a bunch of times in this game. Jags are 3 for 4 on 4th downs in this game. 4th and 5 here. Back to pass, short to Zay Jones, and he cannot get it, incomplete. And an injury to a Jacksonville defender. Not that that should matter. That's a turnover on downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning. And I'm wondering if I've frozen up. No, there we go. Chargers take over the Jacksonville 30. Backups are in. Quarterback Easton Sticks. A sneak up the middle. Didn't get much, but a personal foul. So, Chargers now, 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 13-yard line. Pro set formation. Easton Stick at quarterback. Tries to sneak it, gets nowhere. Clock winds down, 1:15 and counting. Stadium starting to clear. Home fans disappointed. But the West Coast is celebrating. Easton Stick takes a knee. Victory formation for the Chargers, and they're going to get out of here with a 48-27 victory. In Jacksonville, beating the top seed. And unless I'm mistaken, that means for the 2nd time in 3 seasons, the Chargers will make it to the AFC title game. And they do indeed. The time has expired here in Jacksonville. Congratulations to Anthony Tangora and the Los Angeles Chargers as they advance to the AFC Championship game. So it'll be Anthony Tangora and his Chargers on the road in Miami against the Dolphins. Dolphins and Chargers, as it turns out, played in week 1. In fact, I'm wondering if that was the kickoff game. Either way, Chargers abused them 34-3 in that one. Let's check on our broadcast here, as we do indeed. Welcome Anthony Tangora to the broadcast. Anthony, how are you doing tonight, my man? Can you hear me?
I mean, what do you think? I mean,
there you are. For a second, I couldn't hear you. Congratulations, big win tonight.
Thank you. It was look, the cards are even in this game. You know, even though you had the number 1 seed versus a team that got in the last week, it could easily go either way. In this one, it would depend a lot on how the dice fell.
Well, early you were having trouble moving the ball.
Yep.
I'd have to go back and look at it, but your first several possessions, I think you only had like 1 first down. But then all of a sudden you get that lightning strike from Josh Palmer, and just everything started clicking from there.
Yeah, I thought we both missed a little bit early on opportunities where we should have had first downs in both cases. Short pass was really there for the Jags, for the Chargers, especially if he was going to. And because if you look at that 3-man zone card, you sort of have to fear Herbert's long pass. What are you going to do? And you go 3-3-5, these running backs are good enough to beat you. So they're not good. But if you go 3-3-5 and you extend the invitation, they're good enough to accept the invitation. And
you had some exceptional dice in the running game tonight.
Yeah, and these guys have had good dice ever since the Chiefs game there at the end of the year, where, as you might recall, Eckler was hitting his big numbers, right? I mean, out of nowhere. So that role continues. What do you think back to here in this game? I don't know. Let me look at there's so many. At some point, it just sort of tipped, right? I mean, it just sort of tipped. And where was the tipping point? Was it the end of the run, end of the half run by?
Yeah, I really think so. At that point, that puts you up by 10.
Yeah, but that whole exchange. Yeah,
such a big play, though. That really was the point. But I don't think that was it. I think so. That was where you disheartened your opponent. I would have been disheartened by that. Thinking I'm going to be at worst down 3 at halftime. Suddenly it's a 10-point deficit on this big run from Eckler. Not a running back you'd necessarily expect to go 43 on you. And but it's coming out of the second half. You get a quick stop on Jacksonville's possession, get the ball, get a touchdown. Now you're up 17. That 3-score lead with only most of a second half to go gives you a lot of leverage in how you can call the game and what they can do. It felt like that's when it became kind of a difficult turnaround to me. What do you think?
Yeah, look, it's really those last 3 possessions, I think. So Chargers had the ball midfield with a 2-minute warning, okay? And we're poised to extend the lead a little bit because we held them to a field goal in the last drive. So for the first time, even though we had a second week in a row of a 2-12 blocked extra point, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold here. The Chargers were looking to extend the lead after holding the Jags to a field goal, midfield, 2-minute warning, Eckler fumbles, right?
Yes.
Okay. The game can turn on that because all of a sudden he had the ball at midfield and he could take the lead at the half.
That's right.
With the ball. Instead, he goes down, penetrates down to the 27, I think, somewhere in there. And guess who comes up with the sack, I believe? I think it's Joey Bosa.
Okay? It was Bosa.
And Bosa would have gotten injured last week if he wasn't pulled late in the game, a little bit early, actually, Instead, it was that no-name guy that got hurt. That was Bosa's injury, Tim.
That's fun. That's fun. Good for you, by the way. And I like that you highlighted that because that's pretty cool.
So then he gets a sack, McManus misses the field goal, okay, which we see isn't a high percentage on, and then that springs, the lucky rolls for not only Eckler, but also Josh Kelly's 15-yard run to open up that drive, okay, on his short gain, and then the plus 43. The plus 43 with 15 seconds left from the 43-yard line.
Right, so and that's why it was so disheartening.
Right.
If
you're been at the 44,
I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
If you're at the 44, it's actually a pretty difficult decision from the one.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you never know if you don't take. You either take the. What if you go? You very well might go for it, miss, and no points are on the board.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a tough break for the Jags. Very tough break.
I thought Joe called good game on offense.
Yeah.
There was nothing. I'm sure he had decent stats on offense, right? Hit at least three. Yeah, he had 364, 5.1 per play.
Yeah, he was okay, and he ran okay. Etienne was okay at times. He could have been better. Didn't get quite the dice that you did, but
the loss of Ridley was pretty big. So the injury to Ridley meant that it was going to be really difficult for him.
Does Ridley have Yak? I'm trying to remember.
Ridley, I don't know, but I do know that he's the one that he goes deep to.
Yeah.
So
he also, I think, is carded for the most receptions. I think he's probably the most reliable. Yeah, 76 catches. He's your big deep. He's only E on the Yak, but he's got long gains everywhere, including flat pass. So yeah, you're right. He's a dangerous deep, long.
Threw to him deep, 21 targets deep. Kirk, for example, had 15 beneath him, but he was also up against a 0. So look, it was very difficult for him to match the big playability of the Chargers at that point. He had pretty much small ball, hoping Etienne hits his plus 60 or something, right? He would really have to force the issue without Ridley to get big plays. And that's tough spot. Meanwhile, I'm chucking it, right? Hitting plus 79 on receiver cards, hitting, Keenan Allen, long gains. There's weapons everywhere, and he didn't really have, because of the Ridley injury, pretty key injury. Look, if it wasn't for Ridley starting the game, my entire defensive posture would have changed. You might have noticed I went 0-man deep a lot between the Ridley injury and the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and that's all because of Ridley. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, get a plus 23 on not Zay Jones, on Jamal Agnew's card. Fine, please, all day. Even if you get a long gain, you're getting plus 26 or whatever. Fine.
So let me ask you something. You have a game coming up next week, the AFC title game. That is a rematch of your season opener against Miami, a game that you won 34-3, if I remember right. If I remember seeing it right, I checked earlier. Was that the game that we did as the kickoff game, or was it a different one?
That was not our kickoff game.
Okay.
That would not
but yeah, you're up against Miami, a team that you beat 34-3 in the opener. But of course, they vaulted. They came back strong on the season. They ended up being the 2 seed. You're going to be on the road to Miami. Talk about that matchup.
Yeah, the first game was an anomaly. I mean, watching Tony play the games now, last 2 weeks, very different play calling style on offense versus what we saw in week 1. So I think we can throw away that week 1 result and not even think about it.
I tend to agree.
So, start from scratch. What do you have in terms of the cards? This, I told you, I mean, look, the 7 seed or whatever I was, 4 seed because of the AFC West versus the number 1. Oh, you might say, the Chargers have to be the underdog. No, the cards are even here. Jags had a slightly better defense. Chargers had a better quarterback. This game, Dolphins have the better cards.
Yeah,
so,
they do. No doubt about it.
The run pass dynamic Miami has is unmatched other than Detroit. And that alone is very difficult to contain. It's pick your poison, almost every defensive play call. So you got to get lucky. Got to get some big plays. I mean, look, one of the kryptonites for Jacksonville is its high 5 fumble rating, right? So, coming in today, I'm like, okay, well, I'm really not going to put 2 men flat. I want him to throw flat because eventually he's going to fumble. I hope. I mean, that's one of the ways that I get, a big play.
Yeah.
And boom, what do you know? He fumbled at the 5-yard line, right? And gave up the ball. So whatever Miami's kryptonite is, I got to figure it out. Hopefully I can find a way to get that kryptonite out, because
Gonna go look at some of the contests where people beat them and see what they did, maybe.
Yeah, gonna have to pull not a huge rabbit out of the hat. This is not like a massive card differential,
right? I get it.
But there's a differential there. So,
well, you're a champion from just 2 seasons ago, so you got a chance to get back to the Super Bowl. But you're gonna have to get through Miami, and obviously we'll be looking to cover it whenever you guys get it on the schedule. I'll be excited to see it.
I want to say that was a very similar score. So 2 years ago, Joe and I faced each other in the divisional round, Jacksonville versus Chargers.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that right?
Just like this round. And I want to say the Chargers won that game something like 43-22 or something like that.
You are pretty close, 44-33.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. So very similar, even closer than I thought.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, incredibly. Joe had a great season with this team.
Too.
What's that?
I said you guys put up some points again tonight. I had a feeling you guys would light up the scoreboard a little bit. Neither defense is exactly dominant, and you guys had some weapons, and so I figured we'd see some points.
Yes, we sure did. Joe had a great season. Congratulations to him on,
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously. I mean, both of you, by the way, and I said this at the beginning, a tip of my cap to both of you. A couple of the best coaches in the league, I said, and I think the best evidence of that is both of you finished this year 5 games above what your team was carded as. Joe's carded at 9 wins, gets 14. You were carded at 5 wins, win the division with 10. So you were both 5 games over what you're carded for. And I know that sometimes teams are carded better than what they really were or less than what they really should be. But 5 games is a pretty big differential. So I think you guys both deserve a lot of credit for that. So like you said, congratulations to Joe on a great season. And as I also mentioned, we both of our number 1 seeds, one and done. Neither one of them. That's crazy. But just like the regular NFL, you never know what's going to happen. I've certainly learned that about the USFFL. Never know. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Indeed. Let's look at the box score. I could talk about this forever. Just cut me off whenever you want to.
Go ahead.
Lawrence's long was 23, and
really?
Importantly, Etienne's long was 17. That was a pretty big difference where I think the Chargers had at least 3 or 4 plays of that length or longer than that. 60 for Allen, 67 for Palmer, 43 for Eckler, 20 something for Kelly. Yeah, the big plays made a big difference.
In the first half, you had 60-yard touchdown, 67-yard touchdown, and 43-yard touchdown run at the gun. Yeah. That kind of lightning is difficult to overcome because if they're getting that many just quick hitters, it makes you almost have to be perfect the rest of the game. You know?
And he had me sweating at 41-27. I was absolutely concerned.
At that point, when he did that, you come right back. 13-play drive, 7 minutes drained off the clock. Just put it away with the biggest drive of your day at the right time when you needed it. So.
Yeah, I think. Look, I think the dice were pretty favorable to the Chargers all game long, but I think on that drive, if I'm not mistaken, there was a couple rolls, like the touchdown roll, especially. But the Keenan Allen look-in pass, the 6 came up. I mean, there was some nifty rolls for the Chargers in there on that drive because it was picture perfect. Took over with 10:48 left, and gave it up with 3:36. Yeah, I mean, that's just, textbook. Thank you, dice.
Yep. Hey, where did the turnovers finish? I was curious about that.
Let's see. We both fumbled once, and no interceptions for either.
So even.
Yeah, Herbert with a 129 rating. Wow. 4 TDs.
Yeah. Well, it's that yards per completion. His yards per attempt is 10.2. So yeah, you can get a pretty good rating. You start chucking it deep with that kind of success. I mean, you're barely over 50% passing.
Yeah, look at that. 53. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I noticed that all game, but you were putting up the yards that mattered. So
yeah, like you said, he missed a lot early. Yeah.
Yep.
And
all right. Well, listen, I gotta go, buddy. Congratulations
right.
on the big win, man. And I think you saw my note today. Tony, I know, gave it a thumbs up too. No scheduling on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, I'm
there's
sure
still. I may not have succeeded, but there's still a Chiefs out there, the team that I'm watching. So,
right on. Good luck.
All right, I appreciate it. You guys have a good night. All right.
Right. Night.
All right. That was Anthony Tangora, head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm still tempted to call them San Diego Chargers every now and then, but got past it. I'm starting to get better at that, and getting better at the Commanders too. It's just a process of repetition that'll eventually get you there. So we are ready for our championship games. It's going to be Packers at the Niners, and it's going to be the Chargers at the Dolphins. That'll be coming up, I'm sure, next week as the USFFL continues on with more live broadcasts for you.